All right, folks, so we will get started here. So the plan for the next hour and a half or so is we will have another hands-on session. This one, now that hopefully Scenic is installed on all of your machines, you can try these exercises on your own machine. Sandra has put together a few exercises to give you practice modeling some more complicated scenarios in Scenic, and they should all be able to run on your machines using MetaDrive. We've included here at the top some suggested command line arguments to use Scenic to write this, just saying do it in 2D mode. We didn't talk about this earlier, but while Scenic itself supports 3D geometry, our driving scenario library right now is 2D road maps. So this 2D flag is basically flat and down and work in the XY plane. That's actually something we're even been working on, is adding 3D support to the driving library, so we hope to have to relax that restriction soon. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. And then we're saying to use the MetaDrive model. So you could write the scenario in a way that it would work using our driving library, so any of the driving scenarios we support. But this argument tells Scenic, run it using the MetaDrive model so that the simulations will actually happen in MetaDrive. If you didn't specify that, you'll get an error from Scenic saying this scenario doesn't specify a city. It's sort of agnostic way. And then the dash simulate just says to run dynamic simulations, don't just generate scenes. And then you can put a time limit on using the last option there, dash time. You can also put a time limit in the scenario file itself. But this is the way to specify the time limit in steps, actually, not seconds. I think the default time step for MetaDrive is also a tenth of a second. So
this is steps.
I think so. So I think if you put like 600 in there, that'd be 600 steps, which will be 60 seconds simulated time. Okay, so we'll start with.
So I think many of you were already going through the Colab notebook. So if you made your way all the way to the bottom, you would see there are few practice examples there. So how many of you finished those practice examples? Okay, looks like no one did. So that's where you can start. So you can complete the practice examples in the Colab notebook. I mean, you could do it in the notebook, of course, but I would suggest that you copy it over and run it from your installed local installation of Scenic.
It will run much faster on the computer than in the Colab, so it's a lot more pleasant debugging experience.
Yeah.
Oh, also, actually, I should have mentioned before, if you're using VS Code or Sublime text, we have syntax highlighting plugins for Scenic, which you might have seen in the getting started with the Scenic page it's mentioned. If you're in either of those, Sublime text, I assume you know how to do package install stuff. If you're in VS Code, just go to the extensions menu and search for Scenic, it'll pop right up. Install it, it gets the text highlight.
So that's not easy. Okay, great. So let's do that. And as usual, just raise your hand and let us know if you need help in the back or you
Yeah, if you have a question or anything, just raise it with one of us.